Okay, so recently here at Filmageddon, Frank has watched the entire Fast and Furious franchise all in one go in something that he called Furious Fest. I think it took him from 7 a.m. till about 3 days later. Well, it's my turn. And as it's the Euros, what better film series to watch for the first time ever than the Goal Trilogy? My name is Adam Grundy, and welcome to Filmageddon's In Defense of Goal. Okay, so I've never actually seen a Goal film, so it's going to be a bit of a surprise for me. It took Frank 14 hours to watch all of the Fast and Furious films for Furious Fest, so it should take me just over 5 hours to watch 3 Goal films. But before that, I'm going to go out and get myself some treats, because when I watch films, I like to eat shit. When I watch football, I like to drink. I drank a lot last night, so I'm not going to bother. But anyway, I'm just going to go and get some stuff to eat. You can come if you want. Got a Ginsters, got a Lucozade. What I expect from a Goal Trilogy. I expect lots of football, like fuckloads of football. I expect it to be a lot like Sky One's Dream Team. When they shot Dream Team, they would take footage from other games like Millwall matches and Leicester matches, and then they change the colour of the kit to be purple. I'm expecting this, as I don't think the budget was that big on a Goal film, but I'm expecting, because of the restrictions and budget, to be using footage from other games with him kind of injected into it. The people I know that are in Goal, and I don't know if it's in 1, 2 or 3, I know Alan Shearer's in it, I know David Beckham is in one, I know Zinedine Zidane's in one, I think Ronaldo might be in the first one. I don't know if he's in the third one. I also know that somewhere along the line, Thomas Rosiński, who used to play for Everton and then he moved to Fulham, but I think that this film, the first film, was made made after he left Everton. So my hopes having Everton play in the Goal Trilogy, yeah, I don't hold much hope. I'm also expecting some pretty bad music, mostly stuff that people like you imagine football fans would listen to. So stuff like Kasabian. I'll be surprised if we get through 3 films and not have a hard-fi song, Living for the Weekend or whatever. I would like at the end of this to tell you that this is the perfect trilogy. A bit about the guy who's in it. It stars Kuno Becker. You might know him from the Goal Trilogy. He's also in all the films, and I kind of like that. I like the idea that I'm going to follow a kid's story from start to finish. The main writer and producer of the 3 films is a guy called Mike Jeffries. He's a Liverpool fan. The thing is, though, you don't grow up in Liverpool and then subsequently make 3 Goal films and then front a bid to buy Liverpool without having a passion for the game. I'm expecting to see 3 films that don't speak down to the audience, and there's a bit of expectation that the audience already know what they're doing, if you get what I'm saying. Let's start watching Goal! The Dream Begins! Lawrence Bender, a production. What the fuck? Basically the start of City of God. He's playing in this like little shithole, and his dad comes in. He's like, get your stuff. They're all trying to hurry away. They're hurrying away in a van. He gets all his stuff, and he grabs the things that are important to him. A football and a poster of the World Cup. Fair play. Fair play. Santiago turns up to play football, and the guy's like, you can't, mate. You're not getting shinnies. And so Santiago goes to the bins, and he rips some cardboard out, sticks them in his little socks, and then he's playing football. He scores a goal. I decided as well to keep count of how many goals are scored in the Goal Trilogy. Okay, so far, not that bad. Glenn Foy is this guy who knows a football agent. Football agent ends up being Sean Pertwee, who, you know, could have tried any kind of thing here, could have done any kind of voice, and instead he did his usual Sean Pertwee voice. There was a bit of a scene where Santiago is doing 2 jobs. He works for his dad. He also works in a Chinese restaurant, and there's a little bit of exposition that he doesn't have a green card. We just saw him sneak into the USA 10 years previous. And there's a good little scene with his dad, and his dad's like, you know, there's people who have big houses, and there's people who clean big houses, and, you know, know your place really, and I like that. It's kind of a genuine theme. But Sean Pertwee's just turned up, so it could all go downhill from here. Shit. So it's Santiago's big game, and he looks around a bit, and I was like, shit, this guy's on drugs now, and he is on drugs. He's got asthma. That feels like they're laying it on a bit thick now. Newcastle United. Wow, that's a big club. Very big club. Yeah, well, championship, but yeah. I think someone just died upstairs.
Welcome to the Toon. What is that? It's where the Georges live. What is a Geordie? Someone that lives in the Toon. You've a lot to learn, Bonnie lad.
Oh, Bonnie lad.
You mean Toons like Looney Tunes and stuff, like Bugs Bunny?
He's not from England, so he doesn't know. Okay, we've seen our first cameo. Alan Shearer. You can tell that balding hair anywhere. Alan Shearer. I think I saw Dyer when he played for him. And it's weird because they appear in like a sort of dream. Like Santiago's just run down this like shit hill and someone just made fun of him. And then he's just stood there, and then like you just see the Newcastle squad, and it's like, one day Santiago, that'll be yours. Yeah. Good luck, Santiago. I'm rooting for him. I think he'll do well. Nobody warned me about this. Anna Friel's in this, playing a nurse. This film's ticking off a lot of boxes for me.
I grew up on a council estate with a dad on a dole and a mum on a booze. The changes is fine with me.
Yeah. Okay, so the first match has just been played. I'll be honest, I couldn't really tell what was the proper game and where the cutaway was to this fake player playing, but you know what? Credit to him. I've seen him. I've seen Toros Rosinsky. Okay, I don't think he's going to be getting the speaking part. They're playing against Fulham. That is as close as we're going to get, old friend. That's my boy, Santiago! Santiago's going on. His dad's a fucking prick, to be honest. Like, totally crushed his dreams and only likes him when he's playing for the first team.
Well, carry on playing like that, you'll be there one day.
Oh! Beckham turned up and he is looking very handsome. And yeah, there's a bit of back and forth. You might play for Real Madrid one day. Listen, the guy who wrote this, he has had a trilogy in his head when he started making this. He knew they'd be going for Real Madrid in the end, unless this film ends with him signing for Real Madrid. But listen, this is great. This film, Santiago has done it. He scored a free kick in the last second, which would be the total number of goals that I've seen in this film is 12, not counting free kicks that he practiced. I think that's it. Okay, so that's the first one down. Well done, Santiago. Qualified for the Champions League. Bit of resolution at the end. He found out that his father did actually see him play in the Fulham match. Okay, already alarm bells are starting to go off. I'm expecting it just to pan to see, maybe we see Santiago playing and then the whole film's kind of a flashback to how he got there. Instead, it's Gavin Harris. He's playing for Real Madrid. Essentially, I think Gavin Harris is supposed to be Jonathan Woodgate in this. Well, I don't know. He's got the same kind of hair. Hair. How do you say it, Iris? Hair.
I'm meeting them in Japan.
And so Santiago's training at Real Madrid, but I'm just remembering why. I don't understand why Sven-Goran Eriksson was in that last film, because he just appeared kind of in the distance, shook hands, kind of looked around, and was it. Like, he didn't even get a chance to like say a line. At least Zidane got a line. Graveson's in this. He's my favourite player, man. You get excited, but then you realise it's not real. And she's like, I'll let you into a secret. It's your brother. I think that's Santiago's mum. Okay, so I'm half an hour in to Goal 2, Living the Dream. And apart from living the actual dream, I don't really know what the point of the film is. I can see that maybe this little kid who's supposed to be his brother is going to have something to do with it. Gavin Harris and Thomas Graveson are in a lift with Santiago. They pull his kecks off, and he's out there with his bits just hanging around. I'll be honest, it's just watching football. I like football, but I like movies more, and I'd rather see a narrative, a base, and a little bit of football here and there. It's like if you're watching an action film, like, yeah, sometimes you want like a kung fu film, which is just like fighting all the time and action. But like, you know, some best action films don't have a lot of action, don't rely on just having the action. There's a story that goes with that, and then the action just punctuates each thing. This is just filler, like, just filler of just football. I'm just watching a Real Madrid match. I'm not interested.
And I think I'm ready to start a full game. When?
I can't wait for the chorus. What the fucking chicken? Santiago's become a bit of a bastard. Oh, this is this is brilliant. Yes! Fucking get in! Couldn't give it to Harris though, who needs that redemption. Couldn't give it to Santiago, who needs this. And that's it. And that's how the film ends. I enjoyed it. But I do think that there was a bit of the middle where not much was going on, and I do feel like I hope the next one starts where they've got strong themes. It has left us with a bit of a cliffhanger to see, oh, will he get back with Anna Friel? And I don't know. Okay, so this is it. It's the final film. It's Goal 3, Taking on the World. Gavin's not in it. There's some other fucking guy called Charlie Buckethead or whatever the fuck his name is, and then someone else called Adams, who's being sent away from Real Madrid because he's shit. Goal 1 starts off with a young boy fleeing his home in Mexico and escaping to the United States, where he lives without a green card, realising his dreams to play professional football, moving to Real Madrid, becoming one of the best players on the planet. Goal 3 is about some English fella who is on a set in Romania with a load of half-dressed women, and he's dressed in some weird bondage gear sitting in a coffin. I am very confused about why they couldn't continue the story of Santiago. Did they feel like he'd gone too far with him? Like we can't go any further with this story? I've just checked the cast listing, and Anna Friel is not in this. Meaning, to me, now I'm like, well, who gives a shit? Like, this isn't going to end... It doesn't wrap up any story so far that I want to see wrapped up. It said, to be continued at the end of Goal 2, but this has not continued anything. This has just started something new. I really, really, really can't be arsed watching the rest of this film.
Hello. Yeah, I saw her. She's, maybe for, I don't know, just so sad.
Mike Ashley has a cameo in this and says 3 words: fuck off, PK. Yeah. 44 minutes in, and Santi finally mentions that he used to have someone he was in love with in the past. It's something I messed up in the past. So that's it. That's it. 44 minutes in, we've rounded it up. My expectations for bad CGI backgrounds did not apply, and were not met with in Goal 1 and 2. In Goal 3, it is so bad. Santi's alive. He's going to Spurs for 2 years. This is convoluted. You know a film is stolen for time when they have a minute silence in a film for a dead character. Just move on. Please be the end. Please be the end. I'm jealous that Charlie died in this. I wish I had halfway through. Santiago's in this, essentially, to hold his dick and just watch other people. What's the point? There's no resolution for him. Is the Goal series worth watching? Goal 1, yes. I would actually say give it a watch. If you've got nothing else on, it's on TV, whatever, give Goal 1 a watch. Goal 2's not that bad either. But Goal 3... I don't know what they did, and I don't know why they dropped the ball. And maybe it's the writing, maybe some of the stars weren't available. You know, maybe Anna Friel was like, I'm way better than Goal fucking 3. I don't want to be in this. So they felt like, well, we can't really give her an ending. Do you know what? Fuck it, have her die. Kill her off or something. And then sure, Santiago being like, oh, I'm so depressed. I said, I would have set it 15 years afterwards. I would have had him a bit washed up or something, and basically, like, he's coming to the end of his career, and have a footballer who's dealing with how to, you've had all the success, and now you've not got anything, and how do you fill your life with it? And instead, we've just had nothing. It was just him just watching other people. Anyway, thanks for joining me. Check out our other videos on Filmageddon. Check out filmageddon.co.uk. We put up a lot of stuff, and I'd appreciate it if you could watch it or don't. And I'll see you again when I can muster up the courage to marathon a string of shit films.